Good afternoon, everyone. Once again, welcome to online class. Today, we are going to discuss in this class about bare infinitive. Bare infinitive, I have already explained in one of the last classes that the first form of the verb without a to. When we use the first form of the verb as an infinitive without a to, then it is called bare infinitive, or the just the using of the basic form of the verb without another word is called bare infinitive. One example is, let us remove the painting from the wall. Let us remove the painting from the wall. In this, let is the main verb or the finite verb, and remove is the first form of the verb used as an infinitive without to. So, remove is the bare infinitive here. Now, the functions of bare infinitive. Bare infinitive is used after modal verbs like will, shall, would, could, can, may, might, must, should, and need it. These are some of the modals. After these modals, we always use bare infinitive, not to infinitive. If we use to infinitive after these modals, that will be wrong construction of the sentences. So, always remember to use a bare infinitive, or remember that the first form of the verb that are used after will, shall, would, could, can, may, might, must, should, and need it will be bare infinitive. Example, I can't agree with her on this. So, can't, can, the verb model given can. The negative form of can is can't. So, whether it is negative or affirmative, the word is a model. After the model, we should use bare infinitive. See, agree is given there in color. That is the first form of the verb agree. And it is without a to, so it is bare infinitive. So, after the model can, we use bare infinitive. Then another model in the next example, you must finish your work before you go out. Must is the model. After the must, first form of the verb finish is used without a to. So, finish is a bare infinitive. Then another use of bare infinitive is, bare infinitive is used after certain verbs like hear, see, remember HEAR, hear, SWE, see, make, 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 and let. These four verbs, hear, see, make, and let. After these verbs, we use bare infinitive. I saw him. Saw here is the second form of the verb see. So, we have given hear, see, make, and let. After these four verbs, only bare infinitive is used. So, saw is the second form of see, same as to see. So, I saw him read the book. I saw him read the book. So, read is here used as infinitive. So is the finite verb, and read is infinitive without to. I saw him read the book. Read is bare infinitive. Another example, I can't let you go. Let is the verb here, and after let we use bare infinitive, not to. To infinitive. I can't let you to go. That is wrong. I can't let you go. The same way, I saw him to read. That is wrong. I saw him read. I can't let you go. Go is bare infinitive. So take a short pause here before coming to the next topic. So infinitive was one of the non-finite verbs. Now we shall move to another form of non-finite verbs, participle. A participle can be the ing form of a verb or the third form of any verb can be participle. Ing form of a verb is present participle, and third form of the verb is known as past participle. So present participle and past participles are non-finite verbs. A participle is a form of a verb that can function both as a verb and as an adjective. Most commonly, participles end in ing or ed. So as I said, participles can be present participle or past participle. Present participle is the ing form of the verb without a helping verb to it. Only the ing form without a helping verb is present participle. Past participle is the third form of the verb, any verb. Third form of any verb without a helping verb is called past participle. So participle can function in a sentence as a verb itself or an adjective. Some examples we shall see. The smiling baby caught my finger. Here smiling is used as a qualifying word for the word baby. Baby is a noun and smiling qualifies the noun baby. So it functions, smiling here functions as an adjective. And you see, before smiling, no auxiliary verb is given. So it is present participle functioning an adjective to qualify the noun baby. So it is smiling is here is a participle, present participle, a non-finite verb. Another example, I saw Meher opening the parcel. I saw Meher opening the parcel. Now, here in this sentence, opening is participle, present participle, used without a helping verb before it. It functions as a verb. I saw Meher. What was Meher doing? He was opening a parcel. So here opening is participle, functions as a verb itself, but not an ordinary verb. It is a non-finite verb, but does the work of a verb itself. Now another example, keep away from the painted walls. So in the above two examples, first one smiling, second one opening, both were the ing form of verbs, that is present participle. The third example you see, keep away from the painted wall. Painted is the participle here, non-finite verb. It is the third form of the verb paint. And keep away from the painted wall. Painted qualifies the noun wall. That means wall is already painted. The quality of the wall is that it has given painting. It is already painted. So painted here in the third example also functions as an adjective. So participles can do the work of an adjective in a sentence or the function of a verb. There are two types of participles as I explained already: present participle, present and past. Present participle and past participle. Present participle end in ing. That means the ing form of the verb is called present participle. He left taking the book with him. He left taking the book with him. Then past participle is the third form of the verb. Past participle may end in ed, en, d, t or n. These are the usual participle form of ending of the past participles. Okay, I hope you understood this today's portion. Now one more what is called non-finite verb is there, that is gerund, that we shall see in the next video. Thank you everyone.